The other day, I was at a get together, you could call it. It was a housewarming party for my cousin. And when we were there, at first when I got there, it took a little while to finally get up to the right floor because it's an apartment complex. But once I got there, the first thing I did, I introduced myself to everybody, as you should do. So I walked around, made sure I had everybody's name. I was like, oh, that's your name? Okay. And I even repeated it to make sure. So they didn't just say it, I also reiterated it. That's the first thing. You want to make sure you say their names once you have it. And so after that, I took a little walk around. I saw what everybody was doing. And then I decided to play a game. Because they had a game, it was more of like an outdoor setup. So they had a game of cornhole, which if you don't know what it is, look it up. It's tossing bean bags into a hole. And when you play a game, you shouldn't just play the game just to play it. I know sometimes people will say, oh, I'm just playing just because it's fun. I just like to play. No. You should be playing the game and you should be competing to win. There is no just playing just to play. You need to play to win. And why should you play to win? Because confidence is a collection of personal victories. So if you have something that you can draw upon and you can say, you know what, I won at this and I know I'm gonna win in my next thing, in my next situation, in whatever I'm doing next. So that's what I did. I played straight up at least 5-6 games of cornhole. First, I played a few individual games and then we switched, we did some partners. I made sure I won every single game. I was locked in. Are you locked in? So anyways, I played that game. I said, that's what's up. Now I felt good about myself because I had gotten some wins. And so if you're at a party and there's a game to play the game and play to win. Don't play just to play. You want to feel better about yourself. You feel good when you win. And so anyways, after the win, I took some time, I ate some food. And then after I ate, I made some jokes with some people. And then afterwards, I went and I saw that they had an Uno table. So I was like, oh, word, everybody's just out here playing Uno? I'm about to join up. And so, first step, you have to select the target. So I found my target and I said, you know what? I'm going to play Uno. She's there playing Uno. Why not just play Uno for a little while and get to see if I can make something happen? So here I am playing Uno. I lose the first game. I'm like, damn. And then the second game comes around and now I win. Now I'm back on top. And so after a little while, you want to make sure you can isolate the target. What does that mean? You need to get one-on-one time with the target. So I start talking to her, and as we're talking, people come up and then they leave, they go to the bathroom, they go get some water, and naturally she's sending this other guy to go get her water. She's not even getting water herself. But I'm not that type of nigga. So I'm not the one who's getting the water, obviously. I'm just sitting there the whole time. The other guy's pretty nice. He's going to get me a water too now. So I'm like, word, this is a perfect time to chat it up. And I realized that most of game, bro, it's really just talking to the other person. So obviously I would throw some subtle jabs at this girl and I would tease her. And whenever I got the chance, I would kind of play at her or make a joke. But at the end of the day, it was just mostly conversation. And whenever she would win, I was like, nah, that was an easy win. I don't know what's going on, but this guy, clearly he's letting you win. Like, don't you see? Don't you see that he went easy on you that time? I'm not saying I went easy. I'm saying this other guy over here. He's the one that's taking it too lightly on you. Because I'm trying to win. And at certain points, she would tap my shoulder. What is that? A sign. And then now we've played about 4, 5, 6 rounds of Uno. What happens next? We're in the middle of a round and then they turn off the lights outside. And so we're like, damn, that's time. That means it's time to go inside. So everybody gets up. We start packing all of our stuff. It was a whole cookout. So everybody grabbed something and brought it back inside the house. And then what happened next? Well, it was like 10 o'clock. My bedtime is 10. Meanwhile, I'm 45 minutes from my house. So I'm like, yeah, I'm about to leave. And the funny thing is, this girl, she comes up to my brother and she's like, why is your brother so rude? Got him. I knew at that point, I was like, yo, like this, you have them. When they're asking other people why you're so rude, it's actually a good thing, because you can't let anything go too easily. You can't be the type of person that gives in too easily. You need to be a challenge. And you can't just be all nice. You can't be all mean. There has to be a balance, right? So for me, that was just teasing, playing around, playing games, not being too serious. So after that, we're walking inside, and then she again puts her hand on my shoulder. And as I'm about to leave, I'm asking my brother, I'm like telling him, yo, I'm about to head out. And he's like, okay. And I'm like, are you gonna come with me or are you gonna stay here? He said, I'll stay here. I said, okay, I'm about to go home. And my brother brings it to my attention. He's like, you seem pretty invested in that girl. Are you gonna ask her for her number? I was actually straight up about to leave, because to be honest, I didn't really care. I was just having a good time. But when he brought that to my attention, I was like, you know what? I actually could. Maybe I could. And guess what? Your boy got her number. So I'll tell you how. I literally just went up to her because I knew obviously she had some level of interest. And I just said, you know what? You should text me, by the way. And she said, how would I do that if I don't have your number? Pulled out my phone, said, put it in. And so she did. And even that whole time, I was joking around with her. I didn't find out until afterwards that she saved my name in her phone as what I had told her I did for work. She asked me what I did for work, and I told her that I'm a shoebox salesman. Just fucking around. Like, I don't sell the shoes. I don't sell the laces. I just sell the box. That's it. And she's like, what? I said, yeah, that's straight up what I do. So I didn't take myself too seriously. I didn't take anything too seriously, but obviously I don't sell shoe boxes. And so she saved me in her phone as shoebox, nigga. I was like, damn, okay. But anyways, if you're at a party, this is how you should kind of take yourself. You know, don't take yourself too seriously. If you see somebody, kind of make a joke around them. Obviously, don't go out there and just compliment them or do any of that simpy stuff. Just be yourself and be the version of yourself that doesn't take himself seriously, doesn't really care what's going on, tries to win, is competitive, because that is attractive. And also, just be teasing. Don't really care what people think, bro. You got this. Peace.